In our agency at Senator Viran Ads, we audit tens of Google Ads accounts every month. And personally, I have handled hundreds of millions of dollars of ad spend on Google Ads alone in the last 12 years. And we all know that how important it is to optimize Google Ads accounts and campaigns. So at our agency, we have an optimization checklist where we have basically the process and the workflows we follow to optimize our clients' accounts. So in this video, I'm covering the most impactful optimization points from our checklist, which we have seen bring most of the results. The first thing is the foundation, whether everything is being set up properly. You have to understand one thing, Google Ads or even Meta Ads, it works on one principle, garbage in, garbage out. So the first thing you have to do any Google Ads account, and as a continuous process as well, it's not a one-time thing, is verify all actions. Use Tag Manager, Assistant or Google Tag Assistant and check in the beginning before launching the campaigns whether all the events are firing properly. We have seen with our clients, there's a website team, they don't talk to the marketing team, there were some changes made and the tags are certainly not firing. Or some of the tags are not firing. Some are firing twice. The third thing is conversion lag, which means for a particular business, what is the average time a user takes to first time come on your website and then make the purchase, fill the lead form. And for every business, it is different and it matters a lot. So some people call it delay in purchase as well. If you see, this is our own website. There is a lag of 3 days and 12 hours. This is very important because in certain businesses, you will see it's more than 8 days. That means your attribution, which is 7-day click, 1-day view, might not work for all conversions. That's a problem. You have to basically act accordingly. Or in certain cases, if it's 15 days, you run a campaign for 2 weeks and then you say, no, this campaign is not generating results. No, because you have to consider that if it's 15 days average, then you have to probably wait for a month before you decide if the campaign is working or not. Then the fourth point is import offline conversions if applicable to Google. So you generate leads. Google thinks that, okay, you're generating leads and it treats all the leads equally. Let's say you are a real estate business. Some of the leads they buy, let's say villas. Some of the leads buy apartments. Some of the leads rent. And some of the leads are basically junk. How do you basically feed this information back to Google offline conversion tracking? It's pretty simple, straightforward. Go to Help Center article. You will know how to do it. When it comes to Google search term report is probably one of the most important and impactful thing you can do. There are a lot of things you have to consider when it comes to search term report. So for example, the first one is negative keywords. See if there are any search terms that you spend money on, your ads were shown and you directly know that, oh my God, this shouldn't trigger our ads. Add them to negative keyword. And then the second thing is exact match mining. Your goal is always to strive for adding more exact match keywords, finding those in the search volume. You have a broad phrase match keyword, you see it's generating a lot of impressions and a lot of people are actually searching for this. See what can be the exact match keyword you can add. No matter what, if you are handling search campaigns, this is an every week process you have to follow. Search term report and the actions you derive from it. I understand keyword research and keyword mining can be overwhelming. That's why I recommend to download this free keyword research template. You can download it completely for free from the link in the description below. It's a comprehensive template that helps you to track, prioritize, and optimize your keywords. And this template helps you to track keywords, rankings, CPC, and search volume, prioritize keywords based on business goals and opportunities, and analyze growth trends and competition metrics. It also has a best practices guide covering how to identify high-value keywords for your industry, tips to tracking keyword performance over time, and strategies for finding untapped opportunities. I have seen in a lot of cases between all this tracking keyword search volume, prioritizing high-intent keywords, and analyzing keyword performance, what happens is you lose a sight of what is actually important, which is the overall performance. That's where this keyword research template comes in. And this template was created by HubSpot Media, who's also sponsoring this video. So let's dive into our next optimization opportunity. Do not ever mix branded and non-branded keywords in one ad group because it will mess up your attribution, cost per acquisition. You will never be able to understand, okay, which ad group is doing better or not, which ad is doing better. Always separate your brand keywords in a separate campaign. Ensure you never have the same keyword in 2 ad groups in a same campaign or even 2 campaigns in the same ad account. Never ever. Structure your campaigns and ad groups in such a way that there is no overlap of keywords within those. Absolutely do not pin any headlines or descriptions unless it's very important. Now, for example, there's a brand and there's a brand value associated with it, and you want to highlight that in the ad copy. Okay, go ahead. Mention it as headline 1, pin it as headline 1. But if you just think it is nice, that shouldn't be the basis of pinning a headline or description, because a lot of times it happens. I feel like, oh, this is a perfect ad copy. This is a perfect headline. It should convert. It should do this. It doesn't. Just add it there. If Google thinks after few clicks, after few days, it'll automatically show that if it's performing good. Make sure that you don't just create a flashy ad, but it's completely disconnected from the landing page. Whatever is highlighted on the landing page, the main offer, the same goes in headlines as well. So there has to be a sync. Initially, until your campaign has 50 conversions, 50 sales, or 50 whatever you're optimizing for, do not set it. If you want to still have it as a guardrail, you have to keep it very high. If you're expecting $10, keep it at 25. But until 50, do not, please do not pressurize the algorithm. And even then, once you have 50 conversions, some people, what I have seen is their target cost per lead is, let's say, 50 dirhams or $50, and they're achieving at 47. They directly jump to $35 target. No, I would suggest only go with 10% and then find the sweet spot, because there'll be one point when you'll be like, okay, the campaign is not serving the full budget because the target ROAS is very strict. And then we move to about budgets. The gradual scaling applies to budgets as well. If you have a campaign and it's doing good, do not go crazy about increasing the budgets. No, maximum 20%. Wait for a day, then increase it again. And same goes with the other way. If a client says, no, we have an operational problem right now, the sales team is saying they don't have more stuff or they don't have whatever, can you reduce the budget to half? No. Think of it like you're on a bike and you just want to do a 90-degree turn. Exactly, that's how Google search campaigns behave. And also the other thing you have to consider is when you're launching a Google search campaign, the minimum daily budget should be 5 times of what you're expecting. So if you, from the history, you know that your cost per lead is around $100, do not start a campaign if your daily budget cannot be $500. If the client does not have that much budget, I would suggest not to go with search campaigns. For example, in our case, course sales, a lot of sales come from desktop because that's where the people consume these courses, right? But we never go and turn off mobile because we know it's a customer journey. People on the mobile, they will check the landing page and all, then they'll go to desktop and buy that. And that's all for this video. If you want to go through the whole list and all campaign types, what should we do in demand gen and more extensive list, I'll put the link of agency optimization checklist in the description below where you can go and check it out.